Hi guys. So I've announced that I've obviously tried to date, and not the greatest, obviously, but as a result, I've talked to like friends, like at work and whatnot. But I've gotten a lot of stories from a lot of young ladies, and a few ladies more my age, of course. But people, when you start dating, they'll tell you some of the horror stories. And they've, some of them have told me that I could share them. So I think every once in a while, here, I'll share some of the bad date or relationship stories I've heard. Some of them I even have from like 20 years ago before I got married. But, sorry, I have cat chaos going on here. Anyhow, hey, stop. You gotta get down. You gotta get down. Anyhow, so the one I want to share today was probably one of the harder ones. One of my bigger fears with dating. So, and I'm not going to give names or anything like that. That's not fair to anyone. So, this girl was telling me that she was in a situationship. And yeah, I know that's kind of it took me a while to get used to that word. But a situationship with a guy for 6 years. And apparently, when she met him, it was through a work thing. It was just at work. And he already had someone, and she already had someone as well. But they talked and they just clicked, and she kind of fell for him. And she just ended up seeing him all the time, like once a week or so. They'd meet up. I'm trying to kind of get the details in my head here. But they continued on like this for a couple of years while they were both still with someone before they both ended up ending it with the person that they were with. In reality, she ended up with the person she was with, but he got dumped. But so that kind of went on, and then but they still didn't get together. They were still together. He still loved her, wanted her to be loyal to him, not see other guys. But he was seeing other girls, you know. But of course, when she confronted him about it, oh, I'm just using her for this or that, which, okay, in my opinion, doesn't make the guy sound any better. But she was delusional in her way. She had her hopes, and she was in love, and that makes people delusional. And so she kept with him, and she'd message him or whatever, and he would message her back. They'd talk on the phone, and he'd say, oh, I'm going to call you right back. He'd have to go do something, like go eat or something. Oh, I'm going to call you right back. Never call her back. But she stayed with it, and she stayed with it, and she stayed with it, and it hurt her. And she was saying that at one point it stopped being hurt, and just she doesn't exactly know why that switched, but it just started finally becoming anger. It wasn't pain anymore. She was just pissed, and she started, and she started kind of trying to break off things with him. But every time she talked to him, she'd call him up or whatever, or he'd say the right things. He'd make these promises, and I just want to be with you, and I want your love back. And then almost immediately turn around and be the same way he always has been. And I guess when she finally ended it, she had to just leave a voice note. Because she knew if she talked to him, he'd convince her. That's how hooked on him she was. She knew better, but it didn't matter. you know, he could convince her. No matter what her brain said, her heart was still with him. And I'll tell you guys, that terrifies me. I don't know. It makes, that was probably the biggest thing that makes me afraid to date again, is just the idea of putting my heart and soul into someone knowing that they don't care about me. Not really. Knowing they're using me. And wasting the energy that I have. I'm scared of not realizing my worth. And, it's the thing, this girl's worth everything. And most women are. Most men are. Sorry, cat. But, yeah, I am afraid that I will kind of become that. So I don't want to get to that point. So I'm just trying to remind myself constantly that I deserve everything I want. We'll see what I get. And if I'm single and don't get with a guy, that's okay too. That doesn't have to happen. So, it just would be nice to have some companionship. I miss conversations. I really do. That was one thing my late husband was very good at, is we could talk about anything. And I miss that. So, anyhow, I just wanted to... Oh, cats. I tell you, I get home at the end of the day and they are so excited to see me, but they don't chill out. Okay. Anyway, just want to share that with you. And do you like the shirt? I really like the shirt. I know, I'm not with it. I don't have the camera set up right for anything, but I just love the color. Right now it has a lot of cardboard on it because of work, but I just love it. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Just wanted to kind of share that. And I'll share more stories, some of mine, like I said, some of them theirs. If you guys have stories to share with me, especially from a male's point of view, because I only get the girls, please do. Anyway, thank you.